Welcome back to the Professor's Lab. I'm Professor V, and this is round one of our league tournament, the last of the pre-rotation standard format that happened at Die Hard Games on April 3rd, 2025. If you didn't know, Die Hard League happens every Thursday at 6 p.m. Central, featuring casual and tournament play of whatever format everyone wants. League Challenge, April 24th at 6 p.m., and League Cup, May 24th at 12 p.m., all Central Time, all at Die Hard Games. Go see more info in this video's description and check out Pokemon's event locator for a premiere and other events at the shop, such as League Challenges, League Cups, pre-releases, and more. Please hit that like button right quick, subscribe to this channel, ring the bell for notifications, say what you need to say in the comments, and all that other good free stuff. But anyways, let's research this game. On the left we have Miraidon versus on the right, the Fire, we'll call it. Um, Looks like our Fire player on the right is going first, starting with that Paldean Tauros in the active spot, Cyclizar and double Fuecoco on the bench, Fire Energy attached to a bench for Coco and pass, I believe, or maybe they're in the middle of their turn here. Okay, no, it was just a pass over on the right. Now the player on the left is taking their first turn, starting with that Squawkabilly in the active spot, Pikachu EX on the bench, and Nest Ball being played as the item from hand that allows them to search their deck for a basic Pokemon to put onto the bench. Usually it's that Miraidon, as we see here, with that tandem unit ability that's going to be activated right now in order to search the deck for up to two basic lightning Pokemon to put onto the bench. Iron Hands EX and Raikou V join the party on the bench here thanks to that Miraidon EX tandem unit ability. Double Turbo Energy attached per turn to the Iron Hands EX on the bench, and then Lumineon V hits the bench, activating its Luminous Sign ability, allowing the player to search their deck for a supporter card to put into their hand. We'll see what they find here. Maybe an Arven to find some electric generators and get the party going that way. It's usually the case. So we see the Arven being found off of the Lumineon V and being played now as a supporter for turn, allowing the player to search their deck for an item and a tool card. Electric Generator and Forest Seal Stone, the target's there. Gonna miss this. The stone hits the Raikou V, getting attached to it. And we did see the V-Star power activated. The Forest Seal Stone, of course, gives the Pokemon V its attached to access to the V-Star power ability Star Alchemy. When you flip that V-Star marker over once per game, you can search your deck for any card and put it into your hand. So we've seen that resolved. You don't have to reveal it to your opponent. Maybe it's another electric generator, maybe a way to get out of the active. Just depends on our player's strategy and what was in hand. Okay, there was a switch there. Okay. Maybe it was the area 0. Who knows? Either way, area 0 now hits the board, and that stadium allows a player to have a new bench size of 8 if as long as they have a Terra Pokemon in play. Pikachu EX is a Terra Pokemon, so on the left, the new bench size is 8 for our Miraidon player. Maybe the area 0 could have been held. It just depends on what was grabbed with that um, V-Star power. Let me see if I can go back and tell. It's electric generator and Forest Seal Stone. Looking for the V-Star marker now. It looked like it was that area 0 that was grabbed off of the Star Alchemy there. I assumed it might have been the switch, but I'm not too sure about that grab there if you're not going to bench additional Pokemon right now. Maybe if there was another Miraidon EX and you can get more lightning dudes out and thin your deck out even more to make your electric generators potentially more effective, that could be a move I would go for, let's say. But either way, they're going to preemptively play this area 0 down, not use it quite yet. No more other Pokemon to bench, and then going for this electric generator. That item card has them. Look at the top 5 cards of the deck. Ooh, and 0 lightning energy hit there. Um, the generator would allow the player to accelerate lightning, basic lightning energy found in the top 5 there to the bench lightning Pokemon in any way they like, but 0 of them hit there. If they would have had 2, they really wouldn't have had an amp quite yet, since that Tauros has 130 HP. But either way, 2 energy would have been better than 0. So they're going to switch, moving this Raikou V into the active spot, and then use its ability fleet-footed when it's in the... Oh, actually, we're still going here. We're still good. I forgot about the Squawkabilly, of course. Um, Squawkabilly EX actually has the Squawk and Seize ability. You can only use it on your first turn, but when you do, you discard your hand and draw 6 fresh new cards. And there is still an additional draw with the fleet-footed here on this Raikou V. So maybe I like the Area 0 grab a little bit more here, the preemptive one, since they were going to keep cycling with the Squawkabilly EX, but I probably would have held off on the V-Star power until after the Squawkabilly to see what pieces or what piece I might have needed post the Squawkabilly Squawk and Seize. Either way, they're the players today, and I am the professor just chilling in the lab, so I'll let them do the work as they resolve this Squawk and Seize and find another electric generator. Let's look at the top 5 cards, and the first 2 are lightning. No need to look at the rest. So you can attach these 2 to your bench lightning Pokemon in any way you like. They both go on the Iron Hands EX. Amp you very much for 100 thanks to the double turbo energy is online. But it'll probably be saved until next turn. If they could even get out of the active. So you see fleet-footed here. When Raikou V is in the active, it could use that ability to draw a card. And yeah, I don't see a way to retreat in the hand. But there was the Rotom V that can be put on to the bench thanks to the Area 0 Underdepths and the Pikachu EX Terra type in play. And then Rotom V uses its ability Insta-Charge to draw 3 cards, building up the resources for next turn. Ending the turn, play will be passed back over to our player on the right, the fire player, starting with a Rika, I believe. Yes, that supporter says look at the top 4 cards of your deck, put 2 of them into your hand, shuffle the other cards, and put them at the bottom of the deck. So our player is looking at the top 4 here and trying to decide which 2 cards to keep and which to send to the bottom for later. Didn't quite see the choices there, but 2 were selected, added to the hand. We're getting the others shuffled up, put at the bottom, and turn will continue here as they find a Victini EX, put that on the bench. Can we build up this Fuecoco and start attacking? Either way, a Great Ball is played. That item card has the player look at the top 7 of their deck, and they can put a Pokemon, basic or evolution, they find there into their hand. So they find the Crocolore, and that evolves on the bench. It's got 110 HP, which is key to keep it out of range of the Iron Hands EX. Amp you very much for 100. And really, yeah, the only thing on the side that's vulnerable to that is a Fuecoco with only 80 HP. So tanking these amp you very much hits here, potential ones, as they attach a fire energy to the Crocolore, building up for next turn and pass things over to our lightning player who may have forgotten to draw per turn. Let's see here. Yeah, the player attaches the energy on the right, then passes. Play is over. Yeah, I think our lightning player forgot to draw. They're a little too excited there. At the beginning of your turn in the Pokemon trading card game, you draw a card, and they forgot to do that. There's plenty of cards in deck, so I'm sure it was an honest mistake. They're just getting a little too excited, going for that fleet-footed here, drawing one card off of that Raikou V ability. And they've got play in hand. The question is just how to sequence things optimally. If you can thin the deck out, which you can with the Miraidon EX and Area Zero, and Pikachu EX being in play, but they're going to go for an electric generator first. Looking at the top 5 cards of the deck, hitting 1 energy there. That'll get it attached to the bench Miraidon EX. And they could have went for the tandem unit first to thin some cards out of the deck, fill up the bench, but really just depends on their strategy as well and what's in hand. Now they're going for the Miraidon EX tandem unit to add up to 2 more basic lightning Pokemon to the bench. Doing a count here, we've got the 7 as Raichu V is found and put onto the bench, as well as that baby Magnemite. The bench is nice and full here, 8 Pokemon in play on the bench thanks to that Area Zero Underdepths. We can attach and retreat and KO with Iron Hands in its first attack. Arm Press for 140. So KO is on board currently for our Lightning player if they want to go for it. But like I said before, it just depends on their strategy, what's in hand, what they want to do. So they decide to play an Arven, another Arven, searching the deck for an item and a tool and eyeing up that Prime Catcher there. Gonna take 2 prizes this turn as they pick a Prime Catcher and Rescue Board off of the Arven, an item and a tool. You can attach the Rescue Board or hold it because you don't need it this turn. Maybe it's okay to put on something like that Pikachu EX. It'd be nice and safe there. But either way, a Prime Catcher is played. That pink A-Spec card allows the player to choose one of their opponent's Pokemon to bring into the active spot, and then you do the same over on your side. So Fuecoco with 80 HP is targeted and brought into the active spot. Iron Hands EX fully charged moves into the active spot on the Lightning side. Now our player's getting shuffled up after those deck searches and trying to decide what else do I need to do this turn aside from take 2 prize cards with Ampu very much. Iron Hand's second attack, if it takes a KO on the opponent's Pokemon, take another prize card. So 2 prize cards taken off of that poor Fuecoco there. And our fire player will did things a little out of order there, but I don't think anything weird is going on here as they promote the Crocodile in the active spot, then attach an energy to it, then play Nemona to draw 3 cards. Magmar is found and added to the bench now. Anything left to do but Hyper Voice. Oh, Hyper Voice for 70, and play will continue over on our left-hand side, our Lightning side. Now, they have a boss's orders. They can take 2 more prize cards on the Magmar, but I'm probably scared of this Crocodile. More importantly, the Skeller Dirge it can evolve into, so maybe trying to take a KO on that is the route. As they attach a Lightning Energy to the bench, Raikou V. I believe they're playing an Ultra Ball here. That item card has them discard 2 cards from their hand. Search their deck for a Pokemon, basic or evolution. The evolution Pokemon Magneton is found this time, evolving on the bench. If they're 3 lightning energy in the discard pile, they're going to use Magneton's ability to knock itself out. The opponent will take a prize card, and then they can accelerate up to 3 lightning energy from the discard pile to their lightning Pokemon in any way they like. So we see the Miraidon EX and the Raikou V get fully charged up thanks to that Magneton and its ability. Then a basic switch is played to move the Raikou V from the bench into the active spot. Fleet-footed, since it's in the active, is its ability to draw 1 card, adding more resources and options to the hand. Now we're going to calculate the damage here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Pokemon on this side on the bench. 8, 9, 10, 11 benched Pokemon total. And then the Raikou V's Lightning Rondo attack does 20 plus 20 more damage for each benched Pokemon. Alright, Boss's Orders is actually going to target the Victini V. Just making sure everything's going okay here. We attacked. And I think our Lightning player was going to go for the Ultra Ball after this attach. Yep, they did the Magneton, the basic switch. Okay, so they haven't played a supporter, so they definitely can play this Boss's Orders to bring up the Victini EX. Excuse me, guys, for not paying attention how I should be. And the Lightning Rondo, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 22, 23, 240 is more than enough to KO the 190 HP Victini for 2 more prize cards. Chasing the prizes here, our Lightning player is, as our Fire play on the right, promotes that Crocolore, and then starts their next turn with the Nest Ball. That allows them to search their deck for a basic Pokemon to put onto the bench. And it's the Alt Art Magby, baby Pokemon with free retreat. That'll come out to play thanks to that Nest Ball. Anything else? Can they evolve into the Skeledirge, giving Crocodile more HP and access to potentially more powerful attacks? We'll have to see here as they eye up their hand, debating on playing this next card or not. Three fire energy on the Crocolore, but still just those 2 attacks, and I guess you Hyper Blower, the attack that does more damage, for 70 into this Raikou V, and play a resume over on our Lightning side with the Fleet-footed, drawing a card, that Raikou V ability in the active spot. Can they use Iron Hands to get a 2 prize KO? Nope. So they're just going to Lightning Rondo for knockout, removing the opponent's biggest threat and all their energy on their side of the board. How can our Fire player respond? They promote the Magby into the active spot with free retreat. They play a Nemona to draw 3 cards. There's the Magmortar, evolve on the bench. Energy attached to it. It can swing for 40. They can go out swinging. There we go, Magby retreats into that Magmortar. Attack for 40. Let's go out swinging. As our Lightning player benches a Mew, announces Lightning Rondo for game. What do you think of this video and the commentary? Please leave feedback in the comments. Like this video, subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching. Thank you to our players for letting their game be captured so we can all learn and enjoy. And I'll see you next time in the Professor's Lab.